Hi, I'm Connie.
Hi, I'm Brian. We're in Arcadia, California.
And we hired Better Together Builders to renovate our entire home. We started this process back in May of 2022. And it's been a 6-7 month process, but it came together extremely nicely. And you'll get to see kind of all the different pieces of the house. We actually renovated our old house before as well, and so had some experiences there. We had, I actually found B2B through a number of different online reviews, including Yelp, including a lot of the Facebook groups. So I'm part of like a Pasadena moms group that Better Together Builders actually came up multiple times there. And so ended up, requesting an interview and sitting down with a few different contractors. So when we met with Better Together Builders, Ito was the project manager that was assigned. And immediately, I think after that first meeting, our first walkthrough with him, we just really felt like he understood what we wanted and really understood sort of what we were looking for. And so we talked a lot about like logistics and sort of timing of everything. We, of course wanted the project to be finished, as soon as possible. But I think Ito was very thorough in the way that he approached the project, and also wanted to just be realistic about timing.
So we purchased our house in April 2022, and then shortly thereafter started talking to Better Together, and started really working with them about June 2022. And basically went through a whole house remodel. So we did the lovely kitchen that you see behind us. 3 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms. Created a mud room. Created a separate laundry room. Basically full gut job. So I think we had kind of a general sense of what we thought we wanted throughout this whole renovation process. But I think what really was helpful was Ito bringing some of that that vision to life. And he had recommended his architect to us, and really helped draw out what exactly things would look like, and so we can get a real sense on paper of what things would look like and kind of what we were looking for. And I think just going through the entire process is very helpful in us selecting what kind of materials we wanted, whether it was the kitchen or the bathroom, different countertops, paint colors. Really just help guide us through the process as we were, making decision choices. And, it's never easy, and there are always big decisions, but, we can always use him as a, good sounding board, to, be able to finalize, our choices.
So, obviously it's a daunting project to embark on. And we were, of course, very nervous about just, having to basically redo a 2,700 square foot home. But luckily, I think when we were talking through Ito, and even from the time of planning to the time of when we actually broke ground, there was a lot of discussions that already took place. So we really knew like what we were going to expect. And the good thing is, Better Together Builders has an immensely large crew. And so from a project management standpoint, which was one thing that was really important to us because we both work, full time, we're really unable to be here day to day to, make sure everything's going well and correctly. So we really relied on Ito and the crew to give us updates, pretty much on the daily of what's happening. We certainly wanted to be here when we could, right? And so we do pop in once in a while and make sure that everything was going well. But, they were really communicative, and that's one thing that was so important to us.
Working with, a lot of the contractors that were doing work on our house, we're just very impressed with the professionalism, and the quality of work ultimately at the end of the day. Everyone was, very courteous and professional, and, left our house, neat at the end of each day and cleaned up after themselves. And there's a lot of trades that were coming into the house, from plumbers to electricians to flooring people, and I think what we appreciated a lot was just the quality of the work and the attention to detail. And if something wasn't, done to our standards or Ito standards, he would make them fix it, which we really appreciated.
There was actually one situation where I didn't even notice the tile in one of our bathrooms wasn't quite like aligned completely well, and I didn't notice it until Ito said, "Oh, we're gonna fix this part," because I didn't like how it looked. So that's kind of the attention to detail that we really appreciate as homeowners, because I'm sure after some time living here, we'll probably see it. But he really took the initiative to make sure that that was fixed for us. So, they're definitely not, skimming corners or anything like that. Yeah, so we're here, we've moved in for the last, 3 months ago. And so we've been busy cleaning things up, but ultimately we're extremely, extremely happy to be here. Feels like home to us, and we're obviously still putting all the final touches together, but we're just really, really grateful for coming across Better Together Builders and ultimately hiring them for this project, because it gave us such a peace of mind working with Ito and the team. And even the owner of the company came to visit us one time, and he told us personally, like, if there was any additional things that we saw, a couple of months down the line where maybe we don't notice right away, he wanted us to come back and tell, Better Together Builders to make sure that, if there's touch-ups that are needed and everything else, that they would gladly do it and fix it for us. And so those are all things we really, really appreciate. And certainly we've been kind of recommending and referring Ito and BTB out to our friends and family that have asked us. And so 100% would do it all over again.